So ladies and gents, welcome. This will be my review of Injustice. I really like DC animated films. I've said that before. I've reviewed a good few of them in the past. The Long Halloween Part 1 and Part 2, and now Injustice. Injustice is an interesting one for me to review, primarily because, ladies and gents, I never played the game, and it was spawned from a game. You know, you guys, long-time subscribers know, I do play games here and there for the channel, but I'm not a massive gamer. I've watched some of the cutscenes, the cinematics on YouTube for Injustice, Gods Among Us, and it was fantastic. It was compelling, it's that sort of offshoot world of, well, what happens if Superman loses control? What if? And it was a what-if style story. Really liked this film. Now, I do have some sort of bones to pick, I guess you could say. The casting of the Joker, that voice was awful at the start. It was really awful. And it was a chap called Kevin Pollak. No, don't get him to do the Joker again. That was really bad. Really, actually, did not enjoy that. Now, we had Anson Mount as Batman. He did a really good job. Really decent job. Justin Hartley as Superman was an interesting style and take. We'll get to like the animation and how the story progressed in a moment, but the voice cast is what sells these animated movies, of course, along with the animation, because that would draw you in or draw you out. But Justin Hartley was an interesting choice to go with for Superman. Actually worked, in part, I guess mainly because he did a more gruff take on Superman when obviously the shit hits the fan and, he becomes the Injustice, the God Superman. So that was fine. Now, in terms of everyone else, there wasn't anyone major. We had Laura Bailey as Lois Lane. Good. Gillian Jacobs played Harley Quinn. Good iteration of Harley Quinn. Actually quite nice in terms of the voice cast. Not nice, because a very irritating voice. But sold it, if that makes any sense. And then it was just Janet Varney who did Wonder Woman. And she was good. Sold it. Actually, really sold it. And then Derek Phillips, who did Nightwing. There was also Damian Wayne in there, but didn't really play a massive part, so not really any point. So what is the story of Injustice? Well, it's a what-if tale. What if Superman wakes up one day and finds out Lois Lane is pregnant? What if, ladies and gents, that same day Joker decides to play the ultimate gag on Batman by making Superman murder Lois Lane and his unborn child? What if? What if? That is the story. It's what if, what would happen if that happened? And then obviously the ultimate gag, the punchline is basically, Superman goes on a massive rampage, kills Joker. And that's why it's the ultimate gag on Batman. Because the Joker knows what's going to happen. Somehow. He's got a crystal ball, I guess. He knows, he can sort of tell, I guess, the tragedies of man and what can befall someone. That's, he's hedging his bets, of course, but that's why it's the ultimate gag on Batman. Batman's like, no, he will be the man that I know him to be. And it's like, wait there, ladies and gents. Probably not going to happen, is it? And that is when Superman just dives in and punches through Joker's heart and kills him. That's why it's the ultimate gag on Batman, because the Joker can't get Batman, but he can get him in a different way. By basically, committing suicide, I guess. And then the whole world is the ultimate gag on the whole world, because the whole world comes under Superman's tyranny. And it's only through many deaths, many surprising deaths as well, because it's not Earth 1, it's not the main DC continuity, it is an Elseworld. It is, through many deaths, through lots of strife, and really Batman persevering through it all, that they managed to save the day. And it's also through Superman saving the day in some ways. We'll leave that, I guess. I don't want to do any major spoilers, just in case anyone does want to sort of watch it. Now, in terms of the animation, standout animation, actually. I really like the anime. I like the animation style here. It's a very Western animation style, But I like that. You know, it's good to have a Western animation style. Not everything needs to be anime. Not everything needs to be sort of that manga Japanese style. It's good to differentiate, and I think they did a really good job here. It's like a lot of the men look like they're wearing eyeliner, which is a little bit disconcerting in moments, but you get with it and you're like, okay, it's fine, it's just the animation style. But I quite like it. Nice crisp lines and how it was animated. It moved smoothly. It didn't have the effect of like a 3D CG animation along. It looked like it was drawn and then obviously, you know, animated that way. Which obviously, you know, probably hasn't been, but the point is it doesn't come across like it has, and that's important. It was really nice. The musical choices were great. How the story sort of wound itself around and wove. There were some genuine surprise deaths in this that really got me. Like, I was like, oh wow, Christ. I was not expecting that. You know, quite upsetting, actually. And the voice cast carried that. So again, kudos to the voice cast. Anson Mount, good job. Like, a really good job as Batman. Doesn't say an awful lot. There was a laugh out loud moment right at the end where Batman, who's been scowling the entire film, it's an hour and 20 minutes, scowls the entire film, and he's got like a notable frown, right? Like, actual frown. Goes from a frown to a just dead straight lips. So straight faced. Literally. Just that. And that's him supposedly turning over a new leaf and being happy. And I'm like, fucking, that's hilarious. That is gold. That is, like, I hope they meant that to be funny, because it was utterly hilarious. Laugh out loud funny. For me, anyway. Like, I was like, yeah, I giggled to myself. It was great. So, can I recommend this? Absolutely. DC, whoever they keep hiring to make and write their DC animated projects, you like Warner Brothers, that you need to hire these people to write your movies, because they do a much better job than whoever you have doing your script writing and screenwriting for your films, because your films suck normally, by and large, but your animated films are absolutely amazing. You always consistently knock it out of the park. I cannot actually remember the last time I watched a shite DC animated movie. They have all been fantastic, and with that level of consistency, you would think that Warner Brothers would hire them and have them across. You know, you just would, but obviously, you know, apparently they have, you know, personal vendetta against themselves, and they don't want to do that. Now, can I recommend it? Absolutely, unequivocally. It was great. The pacing was great. Very, very solid. It's an hour and 20 minutes. Can kids watch it? Yeah, probably. There is some deaths in there and some brutal blood and things like that. But yeah, probably, I would say so. Because there will be some fathers watching this, and mothers, maybe. Don't have a massive female audience. Women, please, come watch me. But yeah, no, I would imagine your kids could watch this. You'd be fine. You have to answer some questions, maybe. But by and large, yeah, fine. There you go. That's my review, ladies and gents. Thank you so much for watching. Hit that like button. Take care.